Ukraine launched an unprecedented attack of drones in Russia, and the air bases were attacked, as well as 40 aircraft, different aircraft of Russia were also damaged. To talk more about the kind of operation, the kind of technology, and the kind of drones that were being used, I have with me the expert who is an explosives, ammunition and drone expert, Colonel Devesh Singh. Sir, thank you for joining us on India Today. I would like to know about this particular attack, how it was launched and planned, what kind of drones it was.
Okay. First of all, as you know, this was one of the best operations done by Ukraine as of now. And they named it Operation Spiderweb. This was done by their special service, some secret service is there, SSB they call it. And they had planned this operations in 1.5 years, more than that maybe. And this was long-term planning. And they inflicted significant damage. And in fact, they inflicted significant damage to the strategic assets, which can launch nuclear strikes. And almost 30 to 35% of their capability has gone down. Now they just use FPV drones, first person view, as you are aware. And these are hardly anything. They cost $300 to $400. Now, if you see how the plan, this operation was executed, 1.5 years, they took time. Then the drones were smuggled. They hit deep inside Russia, 4,500 and 1,800 kilometers in somewhere in, and also in some Siberia. So these were all smuggled on wooden crates and on top of the logistic trucks. Is visible in most of the news bites. And they were driven through the security access points, checkpoints of Russian, and I don't know why they were not able to identify. It means there was something else to it, because these trucks may be having some special passes, so that's why they must have not gone into so much of detail checking. Now they plonked them in static areas. As per the news, there are 4 bases they have attacked, because now these 40 aircraft they have destroyed, it is not confirmed. No third party has confirmed that. It is purely Ukrainian, that their own version. But it's visible. Now you can see the FPV drones is recording everything and destroying the asset. So that is not deniable.
What is the payload carrying capability of these FPV?
Now these FPV drones are very small, okay, quadcopters. But they can fly at very high speed, from 100 kilometers to 300 also. But they don't have long range. They have range from, you can say, for 5 to 8 kilometers, not more than that. But now if you go into militarized version, which they are making, so they are using fiber optic wires. It can go to 18, 20 kilometers. And those are very, very difficult to jam, because they are getting everything, communication, transmission, video feedback through that wire. So you cannot jam, nothing is in the air. So now in this case, they knew that they don't have long range attack capability using kamikaze or loitering munition. So they devised this, you can say a beautiful plan. Russians are our friend, but it's a lesson for us also, how they have planned this.
Can we see a few pictures of the assets that have been destroyed by these drones?
Yeah, actually they say the total 40 aircrafts have been destroyed. The major assets is this Tu-95, Tupolev 95. This is a long-range strategic bomber. And similar type of aircraft was offered to us in the Navy, Tupolev 145, but that was used for only anti-submarine warfare. The second is the long-range bomber, this is Tu-22 M3. Now, this is also one of the, they have got many in the fleets, and I think their production has been stopped. So now they will be facing great difficulty in reviving this fleet, because as the production has been stopped, so they won't be having any spares and all that thing. So this is another photograph. And the major blow is destroying this A-50 AWACS. We have also got a similar platform mounted on IL-76. So this was also destroyed, this AWACS, because this was the main aircraft which was controlling the complete.
As you mentioned that the FPV drones, they need they are not very long range drones. So it was not possible without any human help or a deep asset of Ukraine that was operating in Russia close to these airbases.
Definitely yes. I think there has to be someone involved, ground support, and there might be some connection with the logistic supply chain, from where these logistic trucks are entering, from which country they entered, and how they entered. So there's a lapse on part of Russians, how they allowed these trucks to cross the checkpoints. And these FPV drones are, very small. They can carry a warhead from 200 to 1 kg, not more than that, because they are small, but they have got a powerful punch. They give a powerful punch. Because if they strike the aircraft's fuel tank, as it is, Russian aircrafts are deployed. Almost they are on that, ready to go. So they are full of fuel tanks around. They have to just strike the wings. And if you see most of the FPV drones attack, they are attacking on the wings, because that's the place where the fuel is stored.
So it was a well-planned operation, and yes, we've seen in Operation Sindoor a lot of drones were launched towards our side, and the air defense systems have thwarted those drones. But this particular operation, is this a lesson for us also?
Yes, definitely. Actually, this is an eye-opening, basically. In fact, the recent drone attacks which Pakistani did, I'll not say Pakistani did. It was Chinese which they did, because they were the person behind. They were their drone pilots, and their complete tech was involved in carrying out these attacks, and because they wanted to gauge our air defense system. So now we have to also gear to counter these with various counter unmanned drone systems, or hard kill, soft kill, lasers, and multiple other ways. But that's the main challenge.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. So the operation by Ukraine was meticulously planned along with the technique and human intelligence, and this is an eye-opener, as the expert also is telling us. India also needs to prepare for the future wars that involve drones, technology and intelligence. This is Shivani Sharma with camera person Loken Pandey for India Today from New Delhi.